Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of The Inside Track, where you hear the stories that create success. Today, we have for the first time, my man, we've been putting things together for a long time, my man Tiger Jansen.
My man, happy to be here, dog. What's going on?
My goodness.
Been a long time coming.
Yes, sir.
Tapping
Yes,
in,
sir.
man.
So,
For
like,
sure.
same thing with my boy BitBit, man. YSS BitBit. Shout out YSS, man. Album's fire.
Yeah.
Same thing. We building right now.
We building.
We building right
Beautiful
now.
thing. I'm looking around that. I wish they could see what we're seeing, man. It's beautiful.
This is our first meet. I mean, we did a lot of speaking together and planning and putting stuff together.
A long time coming.
And we're here now, bro.
We're here. Feels good to be here. It feels real good to be here, man.
So let the people know, man, what do you do? You got music, you do acting, what do you get into?
We're doing everything. We're doing everything. The music, I'm passionate about it on all sides. And the main thing is bringing the best experience just possible to the people. You know, we want to bring it live. When I'm in the studio and just cooking with my guys, we're thinking about the way that it's going to flow live and the way that people are going to connect to it. And also just even if you're, you know what I'm saying, going alone in a car or just you had a bad breakup, you're laying in bed. You know, the reason I got into this thing and this music was because it saved my life where I was dealing with emotions that I didn't know exactly what I was dealing with. And help me see it. So that was the whole reason I got in it. And, you know, a lot has changed since then, but that's always going to be the way. That's how I came in. That's how I'm going to go out. So I do a production. I'm making the beats, recording, mixing and mastering myself, as well as work with a great team. Diego is making the best beats and bringing a new sound. We got a new era coming. Miana, you know, there's more people I want here, but Miana from the Berg, look out for her. Rick Fury, right now, he's incredible. As a lyricist, as a rapper, everything. My dog Morpheus, he goes by Eric Fisher. You talked to him a little bit.
Yes. I'm very familiar with Eric. You know what I mean? That's my guy. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, my man. He's many hats. He's got many hats.
Exactly.
He definitely has many hats.
Exactly. That's what it really is. The team of people of many hats. And the main thing that connects us all is the passion and loving it and doing it for the passion, because you can feel it when someone cares, you know. I'm not going to say that this was my motto. I took it from Mike Tomlin.
Okay.
But we take volunteers, not hostages.
I like that.
I like that. It's about being passionate about it, and we don't want to yank people around. It's like if you care, you care. And, you know, so we're doing a little of everything, a lot of hats, everyone.
Nice. So as far as the music, what you got? You got something coming out? I mean, you know, where can we find something?
So the Tiger Tapes is going to be out everywhere.
Oh, the Tiger Tapes.
The Tiger Tapes is going to be a series of tapes.
I like that.
There's a mix of it's not covers, it's remixes. I'm a 2000s baby, so growing up, you know, Wayne was a big inspiration.
Right.
I watched him do beats that other people had off hits and just rap on them and go on it. So the Tiger Tapes is a collection of joints that are original beats, guys like my boy Diego, like I said, myself. There's a couple that Eric cooked up, you know, DJ Morpheus. And so it's a collection of tapes I'm going to be releasing, and that's coming up. International Tiger Day is July 27th. So that's coming up. So
you got everything going on, bro.
It's all coming together. It's a beautiful thing. I'm blessed.
I like it. So are you born and raised in Pittsburgh, West Pennsylvania?
100%. Yeah, my grandmother was born at the hospital across the church. I mean, I don't want to bring up a net, but they just had that crazy shooting down but that's like where I come from. My father was from Wilkinsburg, you know, from Pittsburgh. So
yeah.
It's just generations of generations, you know. Before that, it was down in the Caribbean. I'm very passionate about my history, my ancestors, but Pittsburgh is the home. It's where I'm from, and I'm proud to be.
Nice.
Thank you.
So when did you start doing music? I mean,
that's a great question. So, you know, I've always been dabbling with it. I think now that you ask that, the first experiences I had was probably my cousin just playing beats. Not playing beats, beatboxing.
Gotcha.
And recording it, and I'm rapping on it. But I really locked in and took it serious because this year I tore my ACL.
Oh, yeah, I remember you saying something about that.
Yeah, I tore my ACL in April. And so it really sat me down, you know. It was something that was going to make or break me. And I feel like God put me in timeout, and instead of throwing a fit, I just opened my eyes and I saw you know, I had been working with beats and selling beats for a couple years. I think when they shut us down a couple years ago, everyone got a timeout, right?
Everyone did get a timeout. And there was a lot of things going on whenever that happened.
Most
I mean,
definitely.
the verses came out. People started doing the verses.
For the culture, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, they're still doing them now.
Still doing
They're
it.
still doing the verses. I mean, I
Yes.
personally never did one. You know, at first when it first came out, I was like, man, this is garbage.
Right,
You
at
know,
first.
when things first come out, you know, you're
Right.
like, yeah, you know.
It's hard to see the vision.
It is hard
at
to see the
first.
vision. It is some things. It is, you know,
Yeah.
especially when it doesn't align with what you got going on.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure. And I think that's the most important part about having people, the
Yeah.
right team at the beginning of things, like those founders. You know what I'm saying? Right? We're talking about the country, we're talking about Mount Rushmore, or you could talk about them kids. They was kids in a dorm room in Harvard, drawing it up on their window. They had an idea to take this matching dating site, make it something called the Facebook. And you know, it must have looked crazy to be up in that dorm, but
Yeah.
seeing the vision, it's all about that. So
Yeah, things come out of nowhere. You know what I
They
mean?
really
People
do.
just come out of nowhere, and it's just you know, just a little small idea can blossom into a full chain of businesses, or you know, a
you never know.
franchise.
You never know.
You
It's-
definitely never know.
It's all about the right people. And like you said, it was a lot of things came out of that. You know what I'm saying? The shutdown. And I was maybe a product of that, making beats. And then when I tore my ACL, it was lock-in time. You know, when you can't walk and you got to learn to walk again, you have time that you might not have ever asked for before.
Right.
Or maybe if you're like me, you did ask for time and you didn't expect to get it like that. But I got what I asked for, and so just about making the most of it. And that's when I started locking and taking this music real seriously. I've always been passionate about it, but it got serious when I got sat down.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, what do you have like a 5-year, 10-year plan? Like, what's your next steps?
You know, of course, the main thing right now, I'm trying to lock into a flow state where the people around me and right now doing the most of it. But if I had to be honest with you, I do have large ambitions. You know, like I said, art saved my life. You know, I've been drawing sneakers since I was a kid, the sneakers I couldn't afford. You know, I see a vision with, you know what I'm saying, Asics down the line or with a Puma down the line. But as of the near future, you know, I love my city. And Pittsburgh's actually hosting the NFL draft next summer.
Whoa.
Next summer, and that's gonna be for the first time in June. And so I want everything from now till June to have a build up where me, all the people I care about, all the people I work with, that we're releasing and coming up together and building everything that we talk about. You know, like we said, coming this interview about building. We're on a building stage. It's like everything from there to then is gonna be music videos, the Tiger tapes, singles. I'm gonna have a vlog coming called "The Tale of the Tiger,"
Okay.
and that's gonna be coming out showing the whole process. I got footage on my handy cam of them taking the stitches out on my knee.
Oh.
So
you filmed that?
I'll film that.
Oh,
Had to. 'cause
that's
it's
got.
real.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. Me personally, I couldn't do it. I'd
It's
be like, you
tough.
know what? I don't even want to look.
Oh, I didn't want to look, but that was the whole point, just embracing it, because I knew that it wasn't sexy now, but I knew that I would be proud of this looking back on it. I have a whole film coming together. It's called ABCD, which is a big cat documentary.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Thank
I like
you.
That.
Thank you. It's going to have the footage with that and the making of these Tiger tapes, because it's been a journey, but everything's coming together. God has surrounded me with really good people that I know I'm supposed to uplift. And I have purpose clarity like never before, so I refuse to take it for granted.
Right,
So
right,
there's definitely a lot coming up. From here to next summer, summer to summer, we coming. And truly genius, Tiger Jansen, I promise you.
So everybody has this list. Okay.
Okay.
Top 5 inspirational artists
Ooh.
on your top 5 right now. Right
That's
now.
tough. I love that. So a lot of inspiration, I'm not gonna lie, came from even before I was born, digging through my mom's tapes,
Okay.
tapes and CDs. So do you want right now or just period?
Whatever you want to do. If you want to do right now,
Cool,
you know,
cool. Prince is a massive inspiration. He's
you
him,
can't go wrong with
the purple
Prince.
one. You can't. On and off the court, he's so inspiring.
That threw me for a loop because
yeah?
I wasn't like, I'm thinking I'm gonna hear some I don't know, but that was like, whoa, yeah, because Prince is there. All right,
Beautiful,
keep
yeah.
going. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I love that. We can talk about Prince all day. Prince, Jimi Hendrix, staying up till 6 a.m. to do that national anthem at Woodstock was everything, the guts that it took to do that. And they said it was controversial, but I think it was inspiring. So Prince, Jimmy, I got to go with Wiz out of 412. He did it the right way and stayed real the whole time. So shout out to Wiz, shout out to all the Taylor gang, shout out to Will, Sledgerin, Receive, Germ, you know what I'm saying? Everybody doing it over at Taylor gang. And then for the last one, you said like a Mount Rushmore, like 4, right?
Yeah.
All right, bet. So last one, I'm gonna have to go with Wayne. Yeah, there's just no doubt about it, right?
Got to put Wayne in there.
Got to. So prolific, and that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. I'm inspired by all of them for reasons on and off the court.
Yeah. I mean, like you're saying, you're a 2000, so that's right in your era. So
right.
When you started developing, getting older, and actually understand music, Wayne was right there.
He was right there. I didn't have Michael Jordan.
Right.
He won his championships before I was born. So I didn't have Pac, but you know what I'm saying? I had Kobe and I had Wayne. So
right. Definitely. That's nice. That's nice.
Thank you.
That's nice.
Appreciate it.
So out of your entire career, what is your favorite moment?
Oh, my favorite moment. My favorite moment hasn't happened yet.
Your like performance, or maybe a studio session, or getting a link up with an artist, you know what I'm saying, and doing this, you know what I mean? Like one of your proud moments that you could go back and say, yeah,
for sure.
No matter what happens, I'm gonna always cherish this moment.
That's a fire question. And you great at what you do, by the way. You great at what you do.
Brother.
That's a great question.
Thanks, brother.
I'm really inspired by when people come into my life that they inspire me. Honestly, it's outside of music. I believe that an artist can't be better than their life is.
Right.
And what you bring to the studio is ultimately going to be like distillation of who you are and what you do. And so my best moment in music, I'll tell you what, before I tore my ACL, I had to take a break. I had a lot going on. It was hectic. I was living really fast, in the streets a little more than I should have. And, I knew who I was, but not where I was going. And I knew that I needed to kind of get away from things. And so I went across the border out to Ohio to be surrounded by great musicians at the Rec. And one of those great musicians that I met was Diego, who's here with me right now. And we met a lot of great people like Wolfie, he knows. Wolfie, Fletch, all them boys. I think my proudest moment was going away from everything I knew and was comfortable with and what I was doing to be surrounded by what I love. And taking that leap. When I got there, I thought it was going to feel like forever. But when it was over, it felt like a blink of an eye. But I knew my life changed for sure. For sure. Coming back home, I wasn't. They say the same man doesn't cross the same river twice. It's impossible because even if it's the same man going across the same river, he's not the same man.
Right.
And it's not the same river. The water has flown that was there before. So, like, crossing the Rubicon, talking about, that's actually a big inspiration for me. I don't want to get too into it, but Alexander the Great.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I'm coming back across this river that was my home, and Pittsburgh's full of rivers.
Yeah.
Felt like a new man with a new river. So
nice.
coming back from Ohio, that's my proudest, for sure.
Nice. That's what's up, though, bro.
Thank you.
What's up. Heck yeah. Definitely looking forward to, the Tiger tapes. That's the first time I'm hearing about that. I like that, bro. The Tiger tapes. You got a whole bunch of things kicking off, man. Definitely.
Coming together.
We got some work going on.
Me and you got some work going on.
We got some work going on. Y'all got to stay tuned for that. We ain't gonna get too much into that because it's a surprise.
You know what I'm saying? It's a tease, but
it's a surprise. We
got a lot going on. Speaking of many hats, Bruce is so talented in everything he does.
Appreciate you, brother.
Really, in the business, in the music, in the studio, the music. And so we have a lot of good stuff coming together.
Yes, sir.
This is the tip of the iceberg, what everyone's seeing right now. So
Right. I'm glad, we could actually, get this together for this episode because, we planned it before.
Yes.
And that's what happens,
Life.
Sometimes things don't line up, You know, that's why I say, hey, you wanted to do this, but then there's life.
Right,
You know
exactly.
what I mean?
I had a
Then
whole lot
there's
of
life.
plans before I tore my leg.
Oh yeah.
But I
yeah.
think these plans is better. God's plans is better. So we met up when we were supposed to.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
It's
It worked
beautiful.
out. It worked out the way it was supposed to. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Definitely did.
Absolutely.
Definitely. So me, I'm gonna give you my top 5.
Please do, yeah.
Okay, I'll give you my 4.
Okay, word.
My 4, I gotta say, I gotta put in Tupac because I grew up in that era.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Tupac.
Yes.
Gotta go Tupac. Definitely gotta put James
Tupac.
Brown in there.
Love James Brown. That's the king.
You know what I'm saying? James Brown, Tupac,
Yeah.
James Brown, Michael Jackson,
MJ. You already know.
J. Cole.
J. Cole. Ooh, J. Cole was I guess that was my curveball.
Yeah.
The one I told you, Prince.
Yeah.
J. Cole,
Yeah.
that's what's up.
J. Cole.
Yeah.
That would be that's my 4. You know what I mean? And then that changes according to your what you got going on. But they're always in your list.
For sure.
They're always in
always
your
there.
list. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like if you're working on a certain project, you're like, I can channel this or this is my inspiration right now.
Yes,
You know, it could be
100%.
Ice Cube. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It could be
That's a good one.
whoever. You know, Ice
Yeah.
Cube's a good one. I mean, but if you gave me like a top 10 of like great artists, you know what I mean, and not inspirational, but you know, great artists, he's going to be on there.
He's going to be
Ice
on there.
Cube is definitely going to be on
Without
there.
a doubt. I like that you said it could be any time because if you asked me on a different day, I might have named 4 bands.
True.
I might have said like Earth, Wind, and Fire,
True.
and then said Radiohead, and then said you Beatles. You know what I'm saying? It depends. So,
Favorite rock band?
oh yeah, wow.
Who's your favorite rock band? You got to pick one.
Off
What's
the top, so probably it's got to be Radiohead
Radiohead?
and Tom York. Honestly, I know a lot of people. Here's my defense of Radiohead for all the people that don't know. You know, I think it's easy to say the music is like sad or slow, but I think it's cathartic in a way, and so sometimes that's what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? Because earlier I said it, music saved me. You know, with emotions and everything. So radio is just so diverse. I'm inspired by artists that aren't afraid to pivot.
Right.
You know, it might not be popular to say right now, like Kanye,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
through his career early on in the 2000s and everything, all the changes, going from graduation to 808s to fantasy to Yeezus, it's like that's a 3-year. I just named a 3-year span, so
Right.
that's ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
anyone that's not afraid to pivot, because it's all about growth, and you don't want
Yes.
to get stuck being a
Yeah.
caricature of yourself.
You can't paint a picture with just black and white.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying?
I
You
love
got to
that,
have
yeah.
colors. You got to have
Got
colors.
to.
You know,
Got
but
to.
my favorite band, Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin.
Oh my, Led Zeppelin, my dog over there. That's all we listened to. I was playing in my,
Zeppelin.
oh my goodness,
You love Zeppelin?
love Zeppelin. We were watching
Zeppelin.
all the live performances when I was out in Ohio, and we're all making music. And in my living room, tell them there was a lot of good stuff, little sipping and smoking, and live music bumping through my rockets, my little rockets. But we was all the live performance by Led Zeppelin. That's such
Man, there's no sound like it.
nobody.
And then there's that band
Wow.
that tried to duplicate them, Greta Van Fleet. I don't know if you heard of
not
them.
sure.
Did you
There
hear
you
them?
go.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, they're all right, but there's no sound like Zeppelin.
you sound like Zeppelin.
There's no sound like Zeppelin, man. You can't do it. But that's who
Yes.
I got Zeppelin.
I love
everything,
that.
you know,
Immigrant song, whole lot of love,
Yeah.
everything.
Oh,
my
yeah,
goodness.
yeah,
I could go on and on, but
Truth,
great choice.
Truth.
Great choice.
I have a favorite artist in almost every genre.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? In every genre, because you
Yeah.
know you have to be able to have that in your bag as an artist, because those are your colors.
100%.
And for you to
That's
paint
beautiful.
your picture, each genre has its own color.
That's
You know what I'm
beautiful.
saying?
That's beautiful. I don't know the term. I ain't but the fancy you need to paint.
Right. That's the
Yeah.
thing that comes to, you know.
Yeah,
And it's like
absolutely.
if you're stuck in one genre and it's like, I don't listen to this, I don't listen to this, I don't listen to that. And it's like, okay, that's cool if you're, that's who you are. But I mean,
Mm-hmm. Right.
as far as being an artist, you can't do that.
Artist.
You
It's a
can't do
different
that.
thing.
Like you say, okay, you say you're in a rock band. You just listen to rock.
Right.
That's painting in
Right.
black and white.
It's exactly what it is.
That's painting in black and white.
As a matter of fact, I think the music I listen to the most probably doesn't have my sound.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoy throwing on like live Motown, what there was going on, like a whole different sound that's smooth. So I agree. I'm inspired probably by the stuff that contrasts me the most almost.
I mean, whether you know it or not, but you are drawing from that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Even though it may not necessarily have your sound, but you're drawing from that to help create your sound.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And it's like, and that's why, listening to one type of music is black and white for me.
Yes.
As an artist.
I agree 100%.
Completely black. I'll listen to you know what I mean? Like, they'll be like, whoa, like I didn't even imagine that. Yeah.
I love the left field stuff. I kind of get bored by. So he's talking about being an artist. Let me explain what it's like, everybody, real quick, what it's like for to be an artist. Okay, when you're an artist, your spirit is ultimately, one way or another, is trying to be boxed in and marginalized by the world, because that's the cookie cutter. You see, we're in a McDonald's era, if we can but a fast food era of music where everyone's trying to get out as much as they can. It's quality over quantity. And what we're trying to do, people like Bruce, people like me and Diego, and everyone at Truly Genius, Miana, Rick Fury, everybody is trying to bring something with authenticity, because it's not easy to be an artist. If you're an artist, everybody who's an artist that really loves this, okay, that's passionate about it, is in the back of if you're in school right now, they're in the back of your art room not talking a lot. They're super quiet, but they have super dope ideas. So what we're trying to do is bring all of the best, the artists, the kids that are quiet, and have them have a moment, you know what I'm saying? Because the way that God cut me, the definition of a gift is not something I bought.
Right.
I was gifted to be able to talk to people and be an extrovert and be out. And I need to bring every single person who's gifted has a gift that's maybe a little more quiet or reserved, and I'm gonna bring them for the forefront. I'm gonna put my foot in the door, and I'm gonna stick it, you know what I'm saying, my face, and let's have a conversation. And if you like the conversation, then you're gonna like everybody who's coming in behind me, because we have something really great to bring. It's not easy to be an artist, and what he's talking about is having the aux cord, and you wanna play a song, but you're hesitant in the car full of your homies because it might not be as fly, but it's great music, and your soul knows it's great music.
Yes.
So that's what we're bringing, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody knows, want to be starting by something. MJ is talking that street talk, you know what I'm saying? Don't have a baby if you can't feed your baby, you know what I'm saying? By the time they were talking about my girl and it hit the streets, they said she had a breakdown. Like, he's talking real stuff, but because it's not with the sounds, with the trends, people are hesitant.
Right.
And they should never be hesitant with great music, because great music is timeless.
Right.
And that's exactly what we're trying to do. So
yes, sir. I'm loving the way, things are going, you know what I mean?
Thank you.
And definitely in the future, y'all got to keep your eye out, everybody. There will be a link in the description. You know how we do on the Inside Track. Will be definitely a link in the description. So in conclusion, who do you want to give a shout out to, my friend?
I want to give a shout out to my mother, because all that dope music I wouldn't have found with the vinyls and the records and the CDs, and all the inspiration that I have. It wouldn't be so. I didn't grow up with brothers and sisters. I have sisters, but I didn't grow up with them. I have no blood brothers. I'm the man holding it down for my legacy. So I just appreciate my mom for giving me the keys to be a creative and be myself, and her never saying that something that I was into was stupid or wasn't cool. Like, she never said that. Like you said, you was into music that was curveballs. I never felt like I was a curveball. I always felt like I was myself, because of my mother, and those are the keys given to me in life. So
Beautiful.
That's my shout out for sure, my raise.
Nice.
Yep.
I usually don't. I usually leave the guests to do the shout out, but I'm gonna give a shout out.
Do it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give a shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for coming. I want to give a shout out to Smoke Dog.
Yeah.
B.I.
Okay.
Hard Hats, let's do it.
Yes,
Rojo,
sir.
I know you in there. I know you watching, brother.
Shout
Sean
out
Wave.
Shout out to the gang.
I want to give a shout out to everybody who's watching this and everybody that missed. I'm here, Leo. You already know what it is.
Yeah.
Make sure that you check out the merch, because we got merch under the video. Anywhere on the channel, we got that merch. We got the medieval merch, all that stuff. Got to put that in there a little bit more, because we just get on here and talk and we just leave.
100%. He's a man of many hats. Yeah.
We got a lot more coming. This is just like a new season, a new chapter.
Come on.
We doing this.
We doing this.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for checking out another episode
baby.
of the Inside Track. Make
Truly
sure you come
Genius.
back. All right? Later.